The success of your organization is really based on the strength of your leaders. The stronger your leaders, the more effective your team. The stronger your leaders, the less turnover on your team. And the stronger your leaders, the better results for your clients and for your organization. But why do so many leaders fall short? And why do so many leadership programs not deliver on the promises that they've made? And so many companies become victim to what I call the great training robbery. I mean, let's look at the facts. Companies spend north of $170 billion a year on training and leadership development with almost no results. You've been there. You bring in this great leadership guru, the team gets really excited, and 3 months later, their behaviors are back to where they were. The reality is, most leadership programs suck. And I've got two questions that we've got to answer. Number one, why? And number two, what are we going to do about it? So why do so many leadership development programs actually suck? Most often, they focus on skills and not behaviors, when leadership is really about behaviors. They focus on process and not people, creating an environment where leaders end up manipulating their teams to do what they want them to do, not creating an environment where they choose to actually do it. And so many leadership development programs really don't have a clear-cut objective. Where does it start and where does it stop? How do I go from being a level 1 leader to a level 2? What behaviors do I have to master? What behaviors do I need to get rid of to go from a level 2 to a level 3? We have to understand where we are and where we're going for it to be effective. And the most common challenge with so many leadership training programs is the individual delivering them has never led themselves, has not applied the principles that they're teaching in a practical way. There's so many challenges with traditional leadership programs. We've got to think about it differently. The question is, what does that mean? As we think about investing in our teams through some type of leadership experience, there's a few things we've got to keep in mind. Number one, it's got to start with relationships first, because leadership is really an individual sport before it becomes a team sport. The second thing is we've got to make sure we're teaching our teams to model behaviors like vulnerability. We've got to ensure that we change our team's behaviors from constantly being a driver to being a navigator, not creating teams of dependence, but creating teams of independence. And the key in any leadership development program, an experience that allows leaders to think differently about creating an environment where individuals on the team decide to take ownership and aren't forced to take ownership. Because here's the reality. As leaders, we need to teach our teams, you can assign responsibility. We can even assign accountability. But leadership is not about assigning ownership. It's about creating an environment through the right behaviors where teams choose to take that ownership. The next thing we've got to consider is who's delivering the information. We've got to look for an individual who's been there, who's led a team, who's made the shift in behaviors. And finally, we need to focus on a program, an experience with proven results. Has it actually decreased turnover? Have the methods, the behaviors actually increased performance of the team? Has it turned into real results you can measure for your business? Leadership is more than just training. Your leadership development needs to be an experience from an experienced individual. If you're truly ready to invest in your leaders and in your organization, click the link below and take a look at the different leadership experiences that we provide through Qualligence. This is your opportunity to strengthen your team, to strengthen the results for your customers, and to strengthen your organization.